Tri-up tank time. Starting to lay out the lines on this. Alright, got the tank all taped off, pinstripe tape. It's a hand job, so as close as I can get it. Scuffed everything with Scotch-Brite. I'm gonna hang this up, shoot the cherry, flash cure it very quickly. Powder's not even gonna melt. Pull the tape, then let it go. Planned on doing a finger wipe thing on this, but with the detailed edges, it's a little bit worse. So we got it all masked off with this. I know this is not oven-rated tape, but it doesn't have to be for what we're using this for. This just gives me a better guide. Should allow for slightly crisper lines, but we're gonna do a very, very short flash cure on the oven here. So the vinyl tape that I got on there for the thin pinstripey type tape is pretty much just the outer edge template, but it works really well as a guide for regular masking tape too. Minutes. Oven's preheated, so that was literally 90 seconds. Thin tank. That should go on enough for me to start pulling this before it cool off. I'll start peeling the adhesive in about 30 seconds or a minute. Adhesive peeled off, so we'll have to clean that up. But I'm going to put this back in for a couple minutes, let this get a little bit warmer, and we'll worry about trying to clean up that white. Let it cool, and we'll start cleaning this up a little bit. Everything's been semi-cured, so not full cure, so we're not going to have crazy hard, jagged lines. We're going to go through and kind of Scotch-Brite some of this out, and then I don't mind scuffing up the white because the whole thing needs a clear, and then the color will come through. Quick spritz with denatured alcohol on a rag after this cooled off a little bit. Got most of this cleaned up. There's a couple little spots I'm going to have to fine touch with sand before coating for the clear. But we got a nice heavy coat of white on there, so I got plenty of meat to sand through that, and then everything's getting a gloss clear after anyway. But feeling pretty good about this. One little spot here, almost right. trying to get the adhesive off before I put this in to go for a 3/4 full cure on these. And that should do it. This red powder is very, very light, so I really don't want to get any chemical on there right now, so I'm being extremely careful here. Once that sets up a little bit more, we should be able to hit it with some sandpaper, level it out, and final coat of clear. Back in the oven. Tank's cooled off, so now I'm going to hit these little edges with 400, knock off whatever overspray bled through. Then we're ready to clear. Tank is sanded, preheated briefly, ready to put some clear on here. Hopefully I got enough battery in the camera to get through. So tape is off, everything's rough sanded, and we should be ready for a clear in the final cure. There is one spot where I hit through the first layer of powder. I don't know, unfortunately, I don't know if that's gonna go away when we clear it. If it comes back, then I gotta readdress it. But I should be able to remask the tank opposite to shoot another coat of white over it. Coat it clear. Here's the 3-minute mark. Starting to darken up. 7-minute mark. Definitely got the cherry color coming through now. Let that keep going. Little blemish I'm not happy with. Well, the gas tank at first glance looks fantastic. Tiny bit of red bleed through, which is kind of expected there. The lines are nice and sharp. You get real close, you can kind of see it, but originally had a gold pinstripe around here, so we're probably going to go back to that at some point, but I'm not doing that in powder. It's going to get hand painted. And the one little blemish, it's hard to get to show up on camera, right here where I sanded through. Kind of show up. Oh. You can't even see it unless you catch it at the right angle. But it's there. Just not happy that there's a little circle right here. Come on. You can kind of see it right there, I think. But what I'm going to do now is retape this, and then we'll restuff the whole thing. I'm going to shoot one more coat of white now. Normally I would go do the whole tank red and then do the white, but with this type of powder that will pull through, especially being a red underneath the base, so it's an illusion or a dormant. You spray the base coat and you saw that pinkish color that it had before we put the clear on. When you clear it, that's when the color pulls through. So more taping, and we'll try and get this set up to finish up tomorrow. Overall though, I'm pretty happy with it. One more correction. All taped off again. Everything's ready just for a quick white. Again, not oven tape, so this literally goes in there for 90 seconds, then I pull it and remove all the tape. So hopefully GoPro battery lasts a little bit longer than the other day, but pulling up, I'm completely out of masking tape up here now, so just used up whatever I had. That's why there's all different colors on there. I need to grab more at some point, but ready to shoot white when I get through some other work. Back to white. 30 more minutes in the oven. Still have some tape lines and some little remnants of powder flakes that I couldn't get off, but shouldn't be cured enough, and there is a clear underneath this, so we can sand on that a bit. And then the whole thing can get clear from now. Let this cool off and let's start cleaning up this residue. Final scuff, I'm not hitting the white. It's not cooked or cured all the way. Just a red Scotch-Brite pad on here. Gives something to clear enough to bite to. So I've got such a little section here. Preheating a tank now. Some of that surface scratches from the Scotch-Brite should actually cure back in, since nothing's fully cured yet. But we'll let that go a little bit, then we'll clear it, and then put it back in. Nice thing about 15-degree weather. Set your parts outside, they cool real quick. One more final sand, and then we'll clear this thing. Final coat of clear. Final cure is on and done. A little bit of orange peel that we can kind of buff out, but I'd say that looks pretty good. The lines are definitely cleaner, whiter. Sorry, you guys are on the phone, not the GoPro today. I'd say that looks pretty friggin' good for powder. I think they'll be very happy with that. Just polished up the badges too. These guys over there. Blend that lower line. And then we just gotta figure out the pinstriping thing, but that's gonna be not on me. We'll let that cool off. I'll get some pictures of it when it's upright. Not too bad for powder though. Well, I took a day off on Sunday, went out sledding, so we got the remnants, the toboggans, the sleds. Man, that hill gets cruising, let me tell you. But finished up that Triumph tank today, which was nice, had a day off, had to focus my attentions there, but we are neglecting this Volvo of Dottie's, so doing a quick oil change, got the fluids draining down below now. Man, I know it's like the common thing nowadays, but everybody runs these oil filter plastic housings now, which is fine. I don't mind that. But this on the Volvo, kind of a pain. Gotta pull this little power steering reservoir My leg's stuck. Pull the power steering reservoir up, over, and then try and wrestle the cap out, and there's still not enough room. But she's draining, just about done. Throw that back in, top off fluids, and we're good for another however many thousand miles. 6, 7, 5, I don't remember what it is on this one for the service interval, but it's been annoying me the last couple times I drove it. It just kept saying the maintenance overdue, because we were 200 miles over, but should be good. It's not leaking or anything. Yeah, new cars. So used to quick and easy, simple ones, and this ended up being a pain in the ass. I had to grab my second toolbox out of the thing to get a long enough extension, because it's like a 1.5 inch hex head on top of there. Oh well, I'm not going to do a full walkthrough on this, but Triumph tank is done. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that while I finish this up. Enjoyed the tunes, and I'm happy with it now. It's just a matter of, had a gold pinstripe along those seams in the past. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to just do a vinyl tape to duplicate it, or send him to a pinstriper that I can put him in contact with. But these wheels are going on there along with the tank, all the same color, all done up. I know this looks goofy, but these hubs are 2 pieces and then 3 pieces on the rear. So we got bolts in there just kind of pinched over the masking tape. So when I bring these back to the shop, I'll pull those bolts out, put the rotors and stuff back together. Then that one is good to go and send it on its way, because it's a pretty decent chunk of change on that job. Been messing with that tank for the last 3 weeks. So, need to get paid, move on to the next thing. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all those other fun things. Maybe you'll get some of the sledding video stuff. I set the GoPro up out back and just kind of let it go, so maybe some time-lapse and tunes over all of that. I tried snowboarding on a kid's snowboard and ate it immediately. We'll see. Thanks for watching. I'm rambling. We'll catch you on the next one.